Welcome to this video review, in which I'm going to show and explain all the features and specifications of a Steiner Navigator Pro 7x50, the model with a compass, or 750K. As you probably know, Steiner is a complete leader in the class of marine binoculars. So they have been producing binoculars for more than 70 years. They were formed in 1947, just after the Second World War. And they are currently one of the biggest producers of binoculars in Germany and also in Europe. They're really famous for their military binoculars and normally on the civil market also by their marine binoculars. They're a market leader in this segment, even though they're also very strong in the hunting department, and in the last couple of years they're becoming stronger and stronger in the adventure and outdoor sector. They have many lines of products and they cover all the needs. Basically all of their products go into three separate lines, so hunting, marine and outdoors or bird watching. And in each of this segment they have a couple of different series for different types of users. With marine there is no different. They have the Navigator as an entry level. Navigator binoculars start at around 350 euros for 7x30 without a compass, and go all the way to 580 for this fully featured 7x50 with the compass. They're on the market I think since 2017, 2016 or something like that. And there have been many Navigators before them, so they refresh all the models every couple of years. Each time they add a couple of additional features, they add a couple of additional technologies, and basically they just keep up with the development on the market with all their products. So the Navigators are the entry level. Then they have the Commander. The Commander is I would say medium to top class, and then they have the Commander Global and Commander with a integrated laser rangefinder at the top. And if we start, let's say, with Navigators, they are between 350 and 580 euros. Then the Commanders are between 900 and 1200 euros. And then the Commander Global and Commander with the laser rangefinder integrated are around 2000 euros. So with each step you're getting some additional optical quality and you're getting some additional technologies. It is, however, true that for really a lot of users this model already has everything needed. So if I go physically through all the features and the specification of these binoculars, so the housing is made out of macrolon. This is a special polycarbonate or plastic used by Steiner for many years, and it has been tried and tested in the military applications, in the marine applications everywhere. So this material enables Steiner to offer affordable binoculars, but which are still very robust and very reliable. They work all the way from minus 20 degrees Celsius to plus 70. And plus 70 isn't important in marine binoculars because they will be used on the sun a lot. And you know, if you just put the binoculars on sun for a prolonged period of time, many different binoculars will fail, but not this, because they are designed to work even at plus 70. As you can see, they're also really, even if the Steiner logo wouldn't be present, you would immediately know this is a Steiner binocular. So a very distinct design and also very beautiful design. I also think that these are one of the handsomest or the nicest binoculars in marine sector, because many others are just dull. And honestly speaking, if you look at the Japanese and Chinese offerings, they're all the same, but with Steiner you immediately see that it's Steiner. They are quite big, 207 millimeters, or almost 21 centimeters in width, and approximately 14 centimeters in height, and they weigh 1.1 kilogram, even a little bit more, 1135 grams, really a lot. Together with the binoculars you're getting nice objective lens covers, really soft, made out of rubber. You're getting the neoprene carrying strap with click lock system. And this is really nice feature that Steiner patented and it's using. So you know, with normal binoculars you always have problems how to put the carrying sling on them or carrying strap. With Steiner you just do like this and you're ready to go. You are also able to see here a small markings, like a small oval. If you pushed in, you're able to retract the carrying strap. Really one of the nicest thing, because when you're using the binoculars, these small features enable you a real ease of use, and they are important when you're using them. In the shop and everywhere, this is not an important thing, but when you have them on your boat, believe me, it's useful. And this click lock is one of the best systems. I really hope that in the future many other manufacturers will also follow this this fashion and try to do something similar on their models. They're made in Germany and they come with 10 years warranty, and also the service is provided for them. So if anything goes wrong after 10 years, you're still able to send them back to repair, and even the highest cost of repair is not more than 250 euros or something like that, or even less, and they will really repair everything on the binoculars. As you can see on this top part, you have the compass. Steiner was the first producer who integrated the compass into the binoculars, and the binoculars itself, they are filled with nitrogen with, again, a Steiner patented system with dual valve system for nitrogen filling. So they are completely waterproof and will stay waterproof for a really long time. So when you're buying a Steiner, you're not buying it for 2 years or 3 years, you're buying it for at least 10 years. The compass itself, it has a small window up here for the light, so that it's always illuminated, or a light which you push. You can see the LED turns inside, and then you see the compass scale illuminated. The compass scale is in the right optical path in the lower part of the field of view. Here is the battery goes in here for the compass illumination. Next field which I would like to explain and show a little bit is the focusing system. So the focusing system is not central, but it's separated for each eye, and Steiner calls this sport autofocus. Why? First, the thing is that you just set it once during daytime when you have really good lighting conditions, and you set it to your diopter setting, and then your eyes will focus through the binoculars by themselves automatically. So this is the reason why this is called sport autofocus. So there are a couple of advantages and a couple of disadvantages of this system. First advantage is that when you're using the binoculars in low light, they will work great, because we know that when there is a small amount of light, it's really hard to focus. You never know if the object you're observing is really in focus or not. With this sport autofocus, this problem doesn't exist. This is the first advantage. The second advantage, which is even more important in marine binoculars, is that with center focusing, it's really hard to get complete and really reliable waterproofness. But with focusing separated on each eye, this can be achieved. And this is the reason why Steiner binoculars are completely waterproof. You can even submerge them into water for 3 meters or more, and they will stay waterproof. And the nitrogen will not go out. Due to the nitrogen, they will not fog inside at low temperatures. Okay, if we can go to the eyepieces. This would be the next. As you can see, they are quite simple rubber eyepieces, which are common on poro prism binoculars, and they have no setting possibility except this one. So if you're using glasses, you have to do it like this, and then you're able to use it with glasses. Not the best solution, but I would say majority of poro prism binoculars have this type of eyepieces. They're also very robust and reliable when the water is and salt and all the elements can come to the binoculars. So I understand why they decided to do these types of eyepieces, even though for those who wear glasses, this is not the best solution. They are also not winged. you get winged eyepieces in the upper models, Commander and Commander Global. Okay. If we talk about focusing and eyepieces in general, if the binoculars are used by multiple users, then each user has to remember its own settings. This is also something that is different compared to Commander series. Check the Commander series review and you will see the Commander has a system that at least 2 users can use the same binoculars and they will both know where their settings are. If I talk about the optics, so poro prism, as you can see, and really big poros inside because these binoculars are definitely not small, and 7x50 magnification. 7x50 is it's a normal magnification for all marine binoculars. The reason for it is that with 7x50 you're getting 7mm exit pupil, which gives you really comfortable viewing and a really good eye box. So you will not be hunting the perfect position of the eye to get the image. You will get the image much easier. And also with 7mm exit pupil you get the brightest possible image. The field of view is 123 meters per 1000 meters. You are feeling a little bit of tunnel effect, especially if you're comparing this with the Commander. The Commander gives you a wider field of view of 145 meters. So a big increase, which is normal because it costs almost 2 times as much as the Navigator. The eye relief is 20 millimeters, which is more than enough. So even if you're using glasses and if you're twisting down the eyepieces, you will have enough exit eye relief so that you'll be able to use it normally. All in all, also the brightness of the binoculars is quite good, and general optical properties, the ease of use is well above average in this price class of 580 or below 600 euros. So I came to the final part of each of my review, and this is when I go through the positives and where I go through the negatives, or what could have been done better with these binoculars. First of all, I would say that this is an obvious choice if you're looking for an entry-level premium European binoculars for marine use. Honestly speaking, you're able to get Chinese and mainly Chinese products for, let's say, 300 or 200 euros, but the gap in quality between those and this, it's just huge, and it doesn't make sense to save those 200 euros and not buy this Steiner instead. Then the second really positive thing is the actual ruggedness and build quality. The Steiners, they are designed and built to last. And also the warranty, 10 years of warranty is something what you're not getting usually at 500 euros binoculars, not to mention with an integrated compass. This is something what is really, really hard to beat. What is also very positive is the service. If anything goes wrong, because if you're buying a Steiner, you will have it for a long time. So 10 years, 20 years, without a problem, 30 years even. And it's really good to know that even after standard warranty period runs out, the first 10 years, you still have service and you're able to send your binoculars back if something goes wrong. If you accidentally damage the binoculars, you're still able to send it back and they will repair it. And their service is second to none. I always say that Steiner and Swarovski, they are competing who has a better service. And this is really important thing. The ease of use. How quickly you're getting an image when you put your eyes behind the binoculars. They're superb in this sector. And click lock, like this system, how to connect your carrying strap with the binoculars, one of the best in the industry. Again, a big plus, especially for this price class. Okay, now the last really good positive selling point, or how to say, is the price. I personally think that 580 euros for this quality of binoculars in this category, it's a bargain. With compass, made in Germany, this level of quality, it's a really good price. So, okay, if now I go through all the things I think that could have been done better. First of all, what I think, the field of view, 123 meters is not I would say, small field of view, but when you compare it with the Commander, you immediately see how much bigger image the Commander gives you compared to Navigator. Size and weight. When you look at their 7x30 model, it's like a midget compared to this one. I think that this model could also be made a little bit smaller and especially a little bit lighter. 1.1 kilogram is really a lot. The eyepieces, this is a general remark for all marine binoculars. I hope that producers, especially Steiner, will start to produce something different on all their models, which will be more pleasant for all of us who wear glasses. I think that this eyepieces could have been done a little bit more sophisticated. I also think that when you look at the carrying bag, the strap, when you look at the lens covers and so on, that's all above average. But the carrying strap itself, even though it has a click lock system, which is great, it would be a really nice addition to have a floating strap with these binoculars. I also think this is the best possible thing you can do, that when you're buying these binoculars, buy yourself a floating strap from Steiner with them, because it's really beautiful. It has a yellow color and it really fits the binoculars perfectly. So apart from that, it's really simple. If you're looking for an entry-level marine binoculars, look no further, because this model is really a best buy, and I would say around 500 euros class. If normally you can spend more and you can spend twice as much, go for the Commander, because the Commander gives you wider field of view and additionally better optics and some other features and technologies. It is, however, true that not many people are on the boat all the time, and not many people think that it's sensible to spend 1,200 euros on a binoculars which you'll use 5 days, maybe 10 days a year. So those will go for the Navigator, because it offers all the basics what people usually need for an affordable price. So thank you for watching. Please check our other reviews, Commanders, and other issues of Steiner Navigator Pro. If you have any additional questions, check our webpage and send us an email.